So if you contribute to prosperity, then you yourself will prosper. 3 signs that you are going to have a fulfilling career. You must have seen those tests out there on the internet where parents go online and they're looking for predictors of success or predictors of future intelligence for their children. And they see websites, they see articles that say how to know whether or not your son and daughter is going to be intelligent, whether or not they are going to succeed in the future. So I wanted to create the same thing for you. Is there such a predictor of success for your career? How do you know whether or not you are on that career path right now to achieving a fulfilling career? So today, I'm going to talk about 3 signs that you can look out for that you know you are on that path to fulfilling career. Sign number 1 is that your highest value outlines your greatest purpose. And this means that every day you are surrounded by your highest value. You do not need to be reminded of it. Every day your thoughts and feelings remind you and they affirm you of your highest value. You're surrounded everywhere by your highest value. These are the things that you automatically love to do, that you automatically visualize and you automatically feel connected to it. And you have feelings, and as you are doing these things, as you are connected to your purpose every day, as you are visualizing it, you feel sensations of inspiration, of gratitude, and of feeling that you are alignment. When your highest value surrounds you every day, that is when you are in flow. That is when time just seems to pass you by. You are engrossed in what you are doing every day and you don't realize the time that has flown by. It's when you don't feel the necessity, you don't feel that you need to take breaks or to go on vacation, and you are not counting down the days to the weekend. It is when you don't have any concept of how much time has passed because you are so engrossed in what you're doing in your moment right now. But in order to achieve this deep level of engagement with your work, you have to be aware. You have to have that self-awareness to know what are your highest values, to know what your values are, first of all, and to be able to prioritize them. Without having that prioritization, without knowing what your true values are, it's impossible for you to choose a career that will align with them and for you to feel aligned with your purpose. While it's really easy to know that your values aren't being met because you can feel it, right? But most people don't know what their true values are, because in order to figure that out, it requires some really deep reflection. And most people are just used to being told what to do, being told what their values should be, and living their life the way that they feel they should be living, rather than living the life that they want to have the freedom to be true to themselves. Sign number 2 is that you are acting in love. I mean, don't be overly concerned about income. Income is important, but it's not the central, most important thing. Instead, focus on creating value, focus on creating, focus on working, focus on being of service to others. So then you're acting out of love rather than out of expectation. Prosperity is founded upon the law of mutual exchange, and it's fair exchange. I mean, Zig Ziglar said it best. He said that you can have all the things that you want in your life if you would help enough people get the things that they want. And that is prosperity, that is mutual exchange, it is fair exchange. So if you contribute to prosperity, then you yourself will prosper. Sometimes the return on prosperity will not come from those that you've helped, but it'll come from somewhere, because that's the law. It's the law of reciprocity. You know, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Comment below, where are you seeing fulfillment in your career path? Do any of these 3 signs resonate with you? And remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel. Also ring that bell so that you can receive notifications each time I upload a new video every week. Sign number 3 is if you are focusing on impact. Your impact is the meaningful contribution that you leave into the world, because you are contributing to others, you are changing lives, you are in service to others, and you do that using your skills, your knowledge, and your time. And when you are focusing on your contribution, when you are focusing on your impact, you are leaving behind a legacy that extends years, sometimes maybe even a lifetime beyond you, because you're working on something bigger than yourself. And along the journey, a bonus side effect of that is that you become a bigger and better version of yourself, because only a better version of yourself, an improved version of yourself, could have that impact, could have that contribution. And as you work towards that legacy, you're honing your skills, you become a better version of yourself, a version of yourself that is capable of having that influence in the world.